What is going on, Wastelanders? It's me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, and I'm here back with an old series called Morning Coffee. Essentially what it is just I talk about news in the gaming industry, and typically I cover news that just interests me at the time. And in today's video, I want to discuss video game consoles, and in particular, why haven't we seen the quote-unquote death of video game consoles that people have tried to predict in the past and ultimately, as we've seen with this console generation, failed to predict. So the question for today's video is, how many more video game console generations do you think we will see after the Xbox One, PS4 and the Wii U? Please let me know in the comments below. Recently, you had EA's CFO accidentally, but nevertheless, quoted a figure of 55 million units as the number of current-gen consoles in the hands of consumers. Now, the article that I'm talking off of, as always, is linked in the description below, and I'm also going to be linking a Forbes article which discusses the issue of why haven't video game consoles actually died, as many have predicted, as I alluded to before. So first of all, let's cover this off. Yeah, video game consoles have not died. In fact, they're more thriving than ever. The current gen consoles in the form of the PS4 and the Xbox One are tracking better than their last gen counterparts, the PS3 and the Xbox 360. We have seen an incredible amount of sales with the next gen consoles, or current gen consoles rather, and in particular the PS4, it's done amazingly well. And this is at a time where before these consoles actually came out, people were saying, well, this might be the last generation of consoles. Yet we've seen such awesome sales for the video game console industry this generation that it's very, very likely that we're going to be seeing Sony and Microsoft release another set of consoles. We already know that Nintendo is working on the Nintendo NX, which hopefully for them will do well. But at the very least, what I'm saying is that the console market is not drying up. We are not seeing a drastic move to PCs, although PC sales are increasing in terms of gaming PCs and the Steam platforms becoming more popular than ever. But we have not seen the death of consoles at the hand of the mobile games market, for example, or game streaming, or set-top boxes, things like that. Those typical things that people bring up in arguments to say that eventually consoles will die out. Now, do I believe that video game consoles are going to be sticking around forever? Probably not. You know, technology evolves and services evolve as publishers think of new ways to distribute their content more cheaply and more efficiently. They're going to be exploring those options. So video game consoles may very well in the future effectively die out. I don't like that term. However, in the next 10 to 15 years, I don't see that drastic shift happening like many people have predicted. I do not see that consoles will up and up just disappear. I think Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo are going to be trying to create new consoles for as long as they can until it physically just does not become possible. Again, it might happen in the future where video game consoles are just not a viable way of doing business, but right now the Xbox One and the PS4 perfectly exemplify how the video game console industry is booming. It's doing incredibly well against all of those predictions that they will die, or that this generation right now would be the last generation. I don't think so. I think we'll have one more after this and then another after that, to be honest, because then if next console generation things start to slow down, I think they'll probably give it one more crack after that, if not all hope is lost. But then if after that console generation things are just utterly dire, then they might explore newer options. But I don't know, Wastelanders, I'm really interested in this topic and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please put them down. And until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and as always, keep fighting the good fight.